Welcome to an AUCDI update. My name is Kai Lin, and this video is a quick explanation of the Australian Core Data for Interoperability Release 2 Patient Summary component, which is currently out for community comment. This component version of AUCDI contains only the identified patient summary content to allow a focused review and support an iterative development process of AUCDI. A full AUCDI Release 2, which supersedes AUCDI R1, will be published in June 2025, including all of the content from AUCDI R1 plus the content from this component release. The draft release of AUCDI Release 2 Patient Summary is now open for comment. For this review, we welcome feedback from any and all interested stakeholders. We want to be inclusive of all points of view, and reviewers do not require any specific skill sets or professional background. Please share this document to all your colleagues and networks. The review period is now open and will close on Friday, 17th January 2025. Please contact us if you have any questions or issues at sparked@ciro.au. The AUCDI Release 2 Patient Summary component draft for comment is available on the Sparked website. On the AUCDI page, you'll be able to find a PDF of the document, a link to the feedback form, and a prep sheet if you need it. Similarly to AUCDI Release 1, this release begins with the background context on the AUCDI and explanation of the scope for AUCDI Release 2 Patient Summary. There is also some guidance on how to read the clinical information models for each of the data groups. The document then details the data groups. The patient summary scope contains 9 data groups. 4 data groups from AUCDI Release 1, which have been included unchanged: procedure completed event, vaccination administered event, sex and gender summary, medication use statement. 2 data groups from AUCDI Release 1 have been enhanced with the addition of new data elements. Those are adverse reaction risk summary and problem diagnosis summary. And then there are 3 new data groups that have been added to support pregnancy-related information: last menstrual period assertion, estimated data delivery summary, and pregnancy assertion. Each data group has explanations around the context to understand the group's purpose and reflects a lot of discussions held at the clinical design group meetings, followed by a concept representation that shows the individual data elements belonging to the data group. It then goes into the detailed data model with the various attributes associated with each data element, such as their data type or the recommended terminology value sets. At the end of each data group is a for future consideration section, which has a strawman model to demonstrate other potential data elements for consideration that could be included in future AUCDI releases. It should be noted, content that has not changed from AUCDI Release 1 has been marked with a grey background so that it can be easily recognised by its display within tables or text boxes. Any new data elements that have been added or supporting information that has been edited or adapted are presented without any background colouring, distinguishing them from Release 1 content. We are after feedback on suggestions for improvement for the new and updated data groups and data elements. For additional data elements that are not yet in the backlog, if there are significant barriers to development, implementation, or use of any of the data elements, any additional use cases and data groups or elements to support them, and general feedback on the document. Review is not expected for content that has not changed from AUCDI Release 1. The feedback form will allow you to provide general feedback, specific feedback on new and updated data groups and elements, and an overall recommendation for each data group. All feedback will be collated and addressed before the document is published in mid-2025. We may contact you for further clarification and information when processing the feedback. Your feedback is essential to this collaborative community process, and we appreciate the community's time, expertise, passion, resources, and energy that has been kindly contributed to make this program successful. Thank you for your time, and see you at the next meeting.